January 15th, 1944. The winter is unforgiving this year, more so than I can remember. The cold seeps into every bone, and the men are suffering terribly. Our position near Leningrad has been under constant threat, with the Soviets hammering us relentlessly. Supplies are scarce, and the few rations we have are barely enough to keep us going. Morale is low, but we must hold this line. The Führer has made it clear that there is no retreat. I see the despair in the eyes of my men, yet we push on, hoping for a break in this endless struggle. February 2nd, 1944. It has been a month of hell. The Soviets launched a major offensive, and we were forced to withdraw from several key positions. We lost many good men in the retreat, and those who survived are exhausted beyond measure. The snow-covered fields are stained with the blood of comrades, and the wounded fill our makeshift hospitals. The order came down to hold at all costs. But with what? Our ammunition is nearly depleted, and reinforcements are nowhere in sight. The thought of what lies ahead is unbearable, but we have no choice but to fight on. March 12th, 1944. Spring is approaching, but the thaw brings little relief. The ground turns to mud, making movement almost impossible. Our vehicles are stuck, and the men struggle to keep their footing in the mire. The Soviets press on, their numbers seemingly endless. Every day is a battle for survival, and the fear of encirclement grows with each passing hour. I write this as we prepare for another assault. My heart is heavy with the knowledge that many of us will not see the next day. Still, we fight because it is all we can do. April 5th, 1944. The situation has worsened beyond belief. We are now surrounded on three sides, with no way out. The Luftwaffe has promised air support, but it rarely materializes. We hear the roar of Soviet artillery day and night, a constant reminder of our impending doom. My men are at their breaking point, but desertion is not an option. The penalty is death, and even that seems like a mercy compared to the slow agony we endure here. I can no longer see how we can win this war. The Soviets are too strong, too numerous. Yet, we must keep fighting, if only to survive a little longer. May 20th, 1944. We have been pushed back again, this time deeper into the forests. The men are shadows of their former selves, hollowed out by hunger and fear. We received orders to regroup and prepare for a counterattack, but with what? We have lost so much, and the fresh faces sent to us, as replacements are mere boys, barely able to hold a rifle. The Soviets know no mercy, they crush everything in their path. I am beginning to wonder if we are the last of our kind, the remnants of a broken army. The Führer's promises of victory sound like madness now. June 15th, 1944. This might be my final entry. We are cut off, with no hope of rescue. The Soviets are closing in, and we have no strength left to resist. I look at the faces of my men, and I see nothing but resignation. We fought hard, perhaps harder than any soldier should, but it was never enough. The Red Army is relentless, they were unbreakable. As I write this, I can hear the distant thunder of tanks approaching. We will fight to the last, but I fear that all we have done will be for nothing. The Reich is crumbling, and with it, so are we.